on page 26? Let me open up to my page 26. I can't bring it up on the screen, so I'll just try to hold it up in my book. Okay, so what we have to do for this is we have to figure out, first of all, we're going to figure out how many dots we have on each card so we can figure out what is the math problem that we're using to add them together. And then we have to figure out what helpers facts. It's not going to help you to scribble on your book because then you're not going to be able to see the helpers facts that are using as the example. So erase that, please, Derek. That's wasting your time. Okay, so here we go. Here's our example. Get an eraser out, erase it. Here's our example. We have 4, Logan. We have 4 on the left side of our doubles tens frame, and we have 5 on the right side of our doubles tens frame. That is our example. So right away down underneath, we have the helpers, or the regular fact of 4 plus 5 equals 9. Now, the helpers doubles fact that you could use to help you figure out that answer is 4 plus 4 equals 8. They already gave this to you in your book, so you don't have to be writing anything right now. You just have to be looking at it. So Levi, put your pencil down. We're not writing anything right now. We're just looking. We're looking at the example in our book. And they circled it in blue to show you that they had 4 dots on this side and 4 dots on that side that they used as the helper fact. 4 plus 4 equals 8, and then you only had to count one more to make it 9. So let's look at number 1. First of all, let's figure out the fact part first. Let's figure out what are the 2 numbers that we're adding together first. What is on the left side of the doubles tens frame and what is on the right side of the doubles tens frame? So, Kaden, what is on the left side of the double tens frame for number 1? How many dots are on the left-hand side of the doubles tens frame for number 1? 4. So down at the bottom, or you have where it says fact, I'm going to write the word fact here. Where you see it has fact, you have a line, a plus sign, a line, an equal sign, and another line. You're going to write 4 in the first blank. And then how many do we have on the right-hand side, Derek? 3. And if I count those 2 numbers and I put them together, 4 plus 3 equals how much, Jake? 7, okay? So there's my fact. Now, up above it, we need to figure out what helper fact did we use. So let me write the word helper fact up here. Maybe. Helper doubles fact. Helper, I can't write it up so high. Doubles fact. There we go. Okay, then we have a blank, a line, a blank, an equal sign, and another blank. We had to figure out what helper fact did we use to help us solve this. What helper fact could I use to figure out 4 plus 3 equals 7? What do you think, Levi?
4 plus 4.
I could use 4 plus 4 equals 8. That's one helper fact that I could use. What other helper fact could I use? Levi?
8 plus 3.
3 plus 3 equals 6. Either one of those 2 helper facts would work. Now let me show you. Let me quick draw my double tens frame here. Boop. Boop. I gotta make that line go all the way down. Okay, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is what it looks like. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 dots on the left-hand side. We have 1, 2, 3 dots on the right-hand side. Now, these are the 2 helper facts that could help us. But if I had to circle the dots like we did for the example, which one of these 2 helper facts do you think would really be helping the best? 4 plus 4 equals 8 or 3 plus 3 equals 6? Which of the 2 helper facts do you think would actually be helping the best? Jamie, what do you think? Can I circle 4 dots on this side? No, I can't. So 3 plus 3 equals 6 would be the better of the 2 helper facts because I can circle 3 dots on this side, like the directions asked me to do, and I can circle 3 dots on that side, like the directions asked me to do. Okay? So circle 3 on the left side, circle 3 on the right side, just like I did on the board. Jake, sit up, buddy. It'll be easier to write if you're sitting up straight. There you go. Thank you. Circle 3 on the left side of your double tens frame. Circle 3 on the right side of your double tens frame. So the better of the two doubles facts to help you would be 3 plus 3 equals 6. That would be the better of the two helper facts. Did you circle 3 on the left side and 3 on the right side? Come on. And then I would put in your helper doubles fact 3 plus 3 equals 6. That's the better of the two choices. That goes right above where your fact is. That's the better of the two choices. Let's go. Get it written in. Okay. Now, while you're writing that in, I'm going to color in the dots for the next one. Actually, I'll just draw 2 more 10 frames here. Let me draw 2 more 10s frames. Let me erase this doubles fact. All right, we have, oops, I don't want to have light blue. Let me try that again. All right, we have 1 double 10s frame. Oh, that's not really straight. I'm going to fix the top of that one. There we go. Okay. 1 double 10s frame. Another double 10s frame. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have number 2. We have 6 dots on the left side, and we have 5 dots on the right side. So first of all, let me figure out what is my fact going to be. Let me get my eraser here. What is my fact going to be for number 2? Let me erase the 4 plus 3 because that was number 1. We're no longer doing 4 plus 3 as our fact. There we go. 1, 2, and 3. All right. So what fact am I looking for this time? What fact am I looking for this time? What are the two numbers that I'm adding together? How many do I have on the left? Tim, how many do I have on the left? 6. And then how many do I have on the right? Close. You have it right here in your book, too. You can look right here in your book. How many are on the right-hand side? 5, okay? And if I were to count them real quick, I could say 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 6 plus 5 is 11 is the fact that I have. Now, there are 2 helper facts that I could use that could help me get close to this answer. What's one of those helper facts that I could use to help me get close to this answer? Zayden? I don't want to use a helper fact that has a 7. I want to use a helper fact that either has a 6 or a 5 because those are the two numbers that I'm adding together. So
5 plus 5.
I could do 5 plus 5 equals what?
10.
10? Or the other helper fact that I could use, Kaden, could be what? 5 plus 5 equals 10 is one helper fact that I could use. What's the other helper fact that I could use, Kaden? I have 5 plus 5. What's the other helper fact I could use? What's this number right here?
6.
Okay, so what's the helper fact? I either have 5 plus 5 or I have 6 plus 6, which equals what? It's right there on the board, Kaden. 6 plus 6 equals what? It's right there on the board, Kaden. 6 plus 6 equals what?
12.
12, right. Those are the two helper facts that I could use. Now, since I have to circle my dots to show my helper's fact, which one do you think would actually work better in this case? 5 plus 5 or 6 plus 6? Which one do you think is going to work better in this case, Angelina?
5 plus 5.
Yeah, the 5 plus 5, because I can circle 5 dots on the left of my double tens frame, and I can circle 5 dots on the right of my double tens frame. So the helper fact that works this time, that's best, Levi, which is what you're writing in and you're circling also, is 5 plus 5 equals 10. Tim, did you get this written down in your book? Did you get the dots circled and get the doubles fact and the regular fact written down in your book? Make sure we get them written down because it's part of your homework for tonight. You will have homework tonight that goes along with this. It's very similar to this. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, you can do your homework in the daytime. You don't have to wait for it to get dark. You can do it as soon as you get home if you want to. It's fine. Or you can do it later after supper or after a snack or something. Whenever you do it, it's fine as long as you do it before you come to school the next day. That's what works. Okay.
Like a snack.
Okay. Let me make another double tens frame here for our last one. This will be for number 3. Erase, 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 erase. All right. And I'm going to erase our little facts here. Whoops. Let me make this smaller now. Because our next one is not going to be 6 plus 5. It's going to be some different numbers.
I know what it is.
Fantastic.
I know what it is.
If you already know what it is, you can write it in there because you don't have to wait for me to write it in. We'll just double check it once we get it in there.
That's me.
All right. And I'm going to get my double tens frame up here. We have on the left-hand side, oh, and I have a pink double tens frame. That works for me. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 6 on the left-hand side. And we have 7 on the right-hand side. All right, this is number 3 in our book. Okay, so first of all, what's the fact then? What are the two numbers that we're adding together? Let me get my different color here. What are the two numbers that I'm adding together for number 3? Valerie. 6 plus 7. So let's get that in there. 6 plus 7 is my fact. And if I counted 6 plus 7, I would have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 6 plus 7 equals 13 is my answer for my fact. Tim, are you getting this down on your page? Now, there are 2 helpers facts that I could use to help me answer 6 plus 7. What's one of the helpers facts that I could use? I'm going to change back to pink here. Actually, I'll make it blue. What's one of the helpers facts that I could use to help me answer it? Derek? I could do 7 plus 7, which equals how much, Derek? Right, I could do 7 plus 7 equals 14. Or I could do what, Jake? 7 plus 7 is one of my helper facts. What's the other helper fact? 6 plus 6 which equals what? Right, 12. So those are the 2 helper facts that I could use. But if I look at my double tens frame, Kaden, which 2 of those helper facts do you think would be the best one? If I have to circle the dots to show which helper fact I use, do I want to use 7 plus 7 or do I want to use 6 plus 6? Do I have 7 dots on both sides, Kaden? No. So can I use 7 plus 7? No. So which do you think is the best of the 2 helper facts? 6 plus 6, because I can circle 6 dots on this side, right? And I can circle 6 dots on that side. So the better of the 2 helpers facts would be 6 plus 6 equals 12. If I know that 6 plus 6 equals 12, 6 plus 6 equals 12, I only have to count one more to find 13 for my answer. Tim, did you get this down in your book? You circle the dots and get your helper fact in? Good practice so you have it ready for your homework tonight.
It's the second time that Tim's doing something.
Jose, just make sure Jose does what he needs to do. Okay? All right, we have one more. Number 4 is on the next page. It's on page 27. This one you are going to do on your own because we have done 3 of them together. This 4th one you are going to do by yourself. When you think you have it done, you're going to close your pencil inside your book. And that'll be your way of showing me that you have all the answers in. You're going to write in the fact. You're going to write in circle the dots on the double tens frame to show which helper fact you thought was best, and show which helper fact you chose. I'll leave these double facts up here for you to look at, so you can use them to help you. And then you decide, whoops, not if I can close this out. There we go. You decide which one of the helper's facts is the best choices for you to use. When you think you have all three parts done, the fact, the helper's fact, and the dot circle, just put your pencil inside your book, and I will come around to check it.
Use a ring.